this, you're going to get a wobble. There's no gimbal on it. Top of the morning. Turn this round so you can have a look. Hopefully we shouldn't be getting any wind noise, because I've just, spent thousands last night on organising no wind noise. Let's have a look. There we go. I've got the sun on the camera though. Maybe I ought to give that a wipe. Obviously it's my phone this. We've got the sun on the camera, haven't we? How cool's that, lot? Back where I was yesterday, crashing my drone. Update. So I'm bringing it. Look at that. Update, I'm not dead. So I was just go for a walk. I brought my drone with me. There's something I want to do down here. But I'm not going to try and do that live. I'm just going to end it at that point and go and do that. It's a beautiful day, still a bit cold. Monday no it's not Monday, is it? It's Tuesday. Tuesday the 18th of March. That's normally when I start my videos, after I've got mixed up. And as usual, we're wandering off down here. This is it's not a level path. So tomorrow I'll be walking like I've had a car crash. Please feel free to share this out or whatever you do. That's what everybody else says, isn't it? And what I might do is when I get down there and I've finished drooning, I might do it on TikTok on the way back, because I've got a TikTok account. If you're interested, it's just tiktok.com walking with Mick. Hopefully we'll get something in, otherwise it'll stay. That's a good thing with YouTube. It actually stays on the channel, whereas TikTok it doesn't. You can't watch it back. See if you can see anything. Can you zoom in on it? Yeah, you can. Got a massive power line there. That's something you've got to watch out for when you're coming down here with your drone. Otherwise you'd be in trouble. You should be able to see. I can't see it now. It's a full power station there somewhere. Over there, Green Me on the Hill. Oh, it's getting all wobbly. Green Me on the Hill. I think we get a good view of the power station when we get round this corner. This is the River Trent, in case you weren't asking. Now I'm in England. I'm in Gainsborough, Lincolnshire. Side of the River Trent. So it will be a bit wobbly because it hasn't got a gimbal on this. I can't keep spending money. Am I in Australia, Bruce? No, I'm not now. That's called the sun. We don't see it very often. So we got down here yesterday, it was freezing. Stray Kids Lover. What does that mean? Is that good? Or is it not good? Curry Foods. Oh, you live in Australia? So you must be in the evening then, depending whereabouts you are. Whereabouts are you? How's that, eh? It's warmer than here. Still got that freezing cold wind. Queensland. Oh yeah. Hopefully the audio's better than yesterday, because I've just got the Rode microphone and it was blowing across the mic and it sounded awful when I listened to it back. 9:36. We're 11:37 a.m. Obviously just before lunch. But depending what time you have it. This is Curry Foods. Bocce, how you doing? Nice to see you. If you're interested in this type of content and you've not been before, why not hang about? Scotland Pro Gaming, how you doing? Yeah, we're Gainsborough, Lincolnshire. Bloke here taking his dog for a walk. It must be vicious because he's just put it on its lead. I think I'm a weirdo talking to myself walking down the riverbank. Whereabouts in Scotland are you? I actually worked in Forth in Lanarkshire for about 6 months in the winter once. On an open cast coal mine, freezing myself to death. Most amazing place in the world, Scotland. It's gorgeous. Oh, Bocce, how you doing? Nice to see you. Obviously I can only call you by your username, because that's all I know. Let's get past this bloke. I'm not going to show you this guy because he might be sneaking off work. Hello Becky, how you doing? Brown snakes, don't talk to me about them. I've got a bit of a phobia of snakes. Snakes and bloody rats, I can't stand them. Hello mate, you alright?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Yeah, good, very well, thank you. Good morning to you, Becky. Hope you're well. You have to excuse me because it is cold and it does make your nose run and it does make you sniff and it's really annoying, I know, but such is life. So have a look at the fields. This is what they call the flood basin. It's designed years ago because Gainsborough flooded in 1947. So they put these banks up here, and when the Trent goes over, it goes over that way, and it stays in this basin here until it seeps away into the soil and saves it flooding the town. You should be able to hear, this is a mill, so you'll hear the bit of curry foods are all over the place, aren't they? This is a nice walk down here. If you go down the other way, it's tarmac, it's a lot easier. But it's not quite so interesting. It's gorgeous as you get down here. There's a train line goes down there as well. When I actually come down here and did a video, you can smell the earth from here. You sure that's earth? I'll tell you what you do get. Lots of moles. These are industrial moles as well. Look at the size of them. And you get one or two people, you just have to be a little bit careful where you put your tootsies because you could come home with some dirty Fido on the back of them. Oh, there's the power station after all. Over there, look. Oh, I don't know, you can zoom out on this. It's gorgeous down here today. I came down yesterday, flew my drone, and the wind got up, and it was awful within about 10 minutes of being here. So I thought I'd come back and have another go. But somebody suggested, why don't you go for a walk and do it live? Because I've usually record them and put them on the channel. So I thought, well, I'll do that then. So the good thing with YouTube is it leaves it on the channel, so it's like a video on its own. After about 12 hours when it uploads. Oh, Texas. Right. You're a long way away from here then. This is Gainsborough, Lincolnshire. Sort of 30 miles from the east coast. In Lincolnshire's east coast in England. So the only problem is with this, it's a bit uneven. And my fitness level is still pretty poor, so I get up the next morning and my knees are rubbing together. Whereabouts are you then, Bocci? I know you do get some snakes down here, don't you? You do get down the side of the river. Adders, I think, now. We haven't got any dangerous ones here, but I just don't like the look of them. Look at this. Just shake a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. I love you, my favourite YouTuber. What, me? Oh dear. I'm sure there's lots of other ones. Unless you were talking to somebody else, probably. It's not your beloved England any longer. It has changed a bit. Depends where you go. We're in rural Lincolnshire, so we're slightly different. We're still having afternoon tea. Not really. Afternoon tea. There you go. You see that? Have a look at them. It's a Lovely view of the power station. That one's actually decommissioned now. They're not using it anymore. They built a gas one at the side of it. All the French did, so now we buy our gas off the French. It's always a good thing when you get your utilities from a different country, you know what I mean. The least said about that, the better. I win. Oh, thank you very much. If you like it, why don't you subscribe? That'd be good. It's a bit wobbly. Hopefully the audio's loud enough. I've got the Rode Go 2 kit, but I've plugged an external microphone into it with a wind muffler on it, because yesterday it was really windy. The trouble is, it's an iPhone 14 Pro Max, so it's like walking around with a plank on a gimbal. I say obviously you're going to get the shaking, because unless you do the moonwalk, you do. It's just what happens. Oh, you did, thank you very much. I think that seems to be the way to gain subscribers, really, if you go live. The good thing is when you put it in the vertical mode, it goes out into the shorts feed, so there's a lot more people see it. If you do it in horizontal mode, I don't know if you didn't know that, it just goes out to your subscribers and a few other people. The sun's nice, but I'd like to know what that wind chill is. It's pretty cool. You see, they've been cutting some stuff down here. You're in pain. What are you in pain from? Bless you. What did you do? Did you attack yourself with your drone like I did yesterday? I stood there half an hour doing this drone footage with the phone pointing at the drone phone, you know what I mean, like the drone screen. And when I looked back, there was nothing usable. I completely wasted my time. But I had fun, and I got a new scar, so that's the main thing. I think it's too windy to fly down here today, to be honest, but main thing was to get some exercise. I usually go on a Monday, but we're pretty tied up this week with family stuff, so I thought I'd just come and get some today before I went to work. I have fake nails on and I try. Oh, he tried to peel them off. Oh my dear. You need the proper stuff. My wife, she's just gone for hers done, to be honest. Goes to a professional woman, and is it acetate they have to use to neutralise the glue? That's gangster, that. And she has a bit of a job doing it anyway. It's a bit of a struggle. So what I usually say when I first start my recordings is coming at you in 4K 60 frames per second, but casting live on YouTube, I'm actually coming at you in 720p, and that's as good as it gets. Look how this river bends around. You wouldn't get a boat round there, would you? If you're not from the UK, if you Google Gainsborough, Lincolnshire, it'll tell you all about it. Especially from the US, because some of the founding fathers used to worship here, and they actually left from Gainsborough to come across to what is now the USA. I've actually found the names on the rosters. 1,000 years ago, the Vikings were here. King Canute, with that swaying forkbeard. Gainsborough, Lincolnshire was the capital of England for about 3 months. Can't stop the wobbling, sorry. I thought it was bad on the other camera, but God, it's awful on here. need to spend another £10 million and get a professional rig. Probably not. The thing with YouTube, if you're trying to do it, you just keep spending and spending and spending, and eventually in about 4 years' time you get 10 quid back. So you just have to do the best you can with what you've got. So you wouldn't really want to walk about with an iPhone and a gimbal now through a big city in the UK. You'd probably find out by this point somebody on an electric bike took it off you. A quick zip in the gun. I bet you need a plaster. Wow. You probably need hospital treatment as well. Now you can see it. It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, power stations aren't the most beautiful things in the world, but when they've got the sun on, the cooling towers, they look pretty cool, don't they? So that one there's not working anymore. But that one to the left is the gas-powered one. How do you know I'm beautiful? You can't see me. You're not one of them there trolls, are you? I'm an old bald man. Oh dear. It's one thing, if you've got any sinus trouble, if you go out for a walk when it's cold, it soon clears all that up. That's a good shot. That's a railway bridge just there. We come round to it. You see it. This space down here, I walked down here a long time, well, a few months ago, and it was terrible weather. And it's just down here, it's just gorgeous. I can imagine what it must be like in the summer. I suppose you'd find a lot of mosquitoes in this sort of area. This was the day when I walked down here and I found out that my shoes aren't waterproof. I took my shoes off and my feet were as wet as it could be. There you go. I reckon that'd be a good shot on a drone. Bring it across there. Straight in front of that. Sideways. And get over the top of the river. Yeah, I've got completely flat feet, so I use Nike Air Max because they build you up at the back, make it really easy to walk in. The only trouble is with that, it makes them a little bit taller, and if you're walking around an uneven surface, it makes your feet move a lot more. So the next day your ankles are a little bit weak. But so we started walking really in November. So we're not that far into it really. I go once a week. But I walk 4 miles, 6 miles one day. 6 miles is far too much for somebody my fitness level. Because especially this time of year with the how cold it is, you can soon get a wind chill and you're down to I was down at the coast and it was like -6. It was so cold. That one nearly killed me that day. This is gorgeous, isn't it, around here? It's anything with a phone, you get all your notifications as well, don't you? So where am I going? I'm not going anywhere. I'm going down here to go back again, really. I'm going to dare say if you followed this down, when you get to this area just here, it actually comes away from the river. And the river goes off in its own way. But you can walk across, and that's a place called Bowl there. If you walk all the way up there and trees are, you can walk across the railway line. There's a special crossing place, and you can keep walking around that way. I've never got that far yet, to be honest, because I said the weather hasn't been good enough, and I've been doing the coast while the coast is quiet. I've been doing the coastal walks. I started off in Mablethorpe in November, and I keep going back nearly every week. and walk another stretch. I've got down as far as Anderby Creek now. So I'm going to go back to Anderby Creek. It'll not be next week because I'm busy again. The week after Anderby Creek to the North Sea observation point, and then back again North Sea observation point down to, eventually I'm going to walk down the pier at Skegness. Then technically I'll have walked all the way from Mablethorpe to Skegness, which for an old fat bald man is pretty cool. Hello mate, how you doing? Have I got rid of the wind noise, Mike? I've got a... I'll show you what I've got. I've got one of them. The only trouble is with the road one. Sorry, mate, I'm losing my kecks. You'll know what kecks is, won't you, Mike? The only trouble with the road mic is the wind deflector's rubbish. So what I've done, I've plugged this lavalier into it. And this is where I was planning to fly, but I don't think it's going to happen because there's a wind on. Beautiful day. So just this wind is a bit cool. Kecks. That's a Scouse word, isn't it, kecks? I'm sure it is. I've got my kecks on. This is gorgeous here. This is where I want to fly across here. Go into that thing there. But it's too windy. So that'll have to live for another day, mate. I came walking down here a few months ago. Oh, you'll have seen it, Mike, won't you? I think because you watch them all, don't you? Got a bit of sun on the camera. So I've been here before. It's beautiful, isn't it? Lovely and quiet. Last time I came it was howling down with rain. And I'm talking howling. And I got back, my socks were soaking, my shoes were soaking. That's the train line over there. I got ideas of flying under that bridge, but that was before I lost my drone too. Smart, isn't it? There is something, there's like a lodging behind there, but I'm not going to poke my nose in. I think it's an abandoned one. There's a cracking view of the river. Not forget the doodah over there. Catch you later, Bocce. Thanks for being there. Hope your fingers get better. I think you've already gone. Where are all the sheep and cows? It's a bit of a dodgy area to put them down here because they fall in the river. They used to, as you get down further on. This, I don't know whose land this is, to be honest. I suppose it's, I don't know. It's lovely, isn't it? Just have a walk down here and then I'll come back and have a sit on there. Yeah, I was quite surprised with that one yesterday. A lot of people watched him. We got a few subscribers, so I thought we'd try it again today. Because I ain't got time to go anywhere. Not this week. Good news, Mike, I didn't have to have my finger amputated, we're alright. I tell you what, that bloody hurt. That. It won't stop bleeding either. It's horrible. Another war wound. I think we've run out of people to watch now. Look at it, isn't it lovely? Can you imagine get that in there, get a drone up? It's unusual for people on the internet to say goodbye, isn't it, really? That's what I was thinking, get across there, get that drone up round there. In the top of the, not the top of the railway line, but this side of it, especially if you've got a train coming past. It's a bit blowy. Might get away with it down in this basin. Are we coming through alright, Mike? Where are the sheep and cows? I wish. So I walked down here, and last time I come down here it was all crappy and muddy. So I didn't bother carrying on. Let's have a look. Probably go down here and there's a bull trying to kill me. It was surprising yesterday when I got that drone out. I hadn't flown it for a couple of weeks, and because I was trying to concentrate on the on casting it, my brain was just awful and I couldn't think straight. And then when I got home, there was nothing usable. It was all just swinging round and shot straight into the sun. Complete waste of time. Anyway, it was a good video. I enjoyed it. Apart from the crashing. I thought, God, every time I come down here, I make a mess with this. Oh, yeah, this was all puddles and sludge last time. You can see where people come through on the backs. So we're not the first person. There's some people there walking, we'll not bother them. You don't know what they're doing sneaking around that corner. Might be cottages. Not everybody likes to be on YouTube. They're only the second people I've seen. Leave them to it, eh? There was, when I went down to Lawton Woods, there was a couple there. And I'm sure he was taking photographs of her in a suggested manner, because she suggested I walk right across to the other side of the wood. And then when I come round, he got a zoom lens taking photos. But you couldn't see her, so... But she didn't seem to be wearing a lot for that time of year. I might be wrong. Might just be reading too much. I tell you what, like a summer's day here. It's gorgeous. You can feel that sun now. It's got some heat in it. Anyway, shout out to all the new subscribers. They keep popping on one at a time. We've gained about 5 since last week, which is lovely. Shout out to Stu Hall as well. Follow him, he's a lovely guy. He's got an electric bike, he's got a drone. He's a bit like me. He likes to wander about and film it. So that's Stu, S-T-U Hall, H-A-L-L. If I remember, I'll try and put a link somewhere to him. He's got the DJI Flip. Interesting guy. None of this, you know, the flash stuff that everybody does. Why don't you subscribe? Hit the notification bell. None of that. It's a bit like mine, where I just chat away. There's definitely something in there. Was it that one? Just in there, behind there, there's some sort of thing. There's a thing. You probably can't see it. Like a lodge or something. Don't know what the dogs are doing. Oh, that's obviously the footpath. Those posts there. Good job you're here, Mike. You're my last stand. Yeah, I did really well with that drone yesterday. The first thing I did was the gimbal got stuck, so I had to switch it off and do that. Then it's so it was that windy. It was hard work, and then trying to do it at the same time as something else was even more hard work. But it made a bit of a fun video, didn't it? I'll see if I can click this out. This, what do you call it, it's good. Oh, they've gone off that way. Not everybody that's out in the woods is a dogger. Always remember that. Look at that for a view. That's beautiful, isn't it? I'll just let you drink that in for a while. Beautiful when it's solid, isn't it? That'd make a good screenshot, that, wouldn't it? Look at that, you can see the river. These iPhones are amazing, aren't they? Or just phones in general, really. Nowadays, you could just, I mean, look at that. How peaceful is that? I'll not talk for a minute. How's that? See if you can see any fish. That's Apple celebrating the fact I've been for a walk, which is really nice of them. I'm zoomed out, aren't I? The thing is now, I've worked out that iPhone 10 is not a very good controller for the. Let me put it on this way. That's in the sun. That's pointless. That iPhone 10 is not a very good controller for the drone. It seems to go all blurry. So, I don't know. I'm not very good at casting while I'm flying anyway, so. I probably won't bother. Yeah, I thought it'd be good. It's just £8. I bought all this stuff over the time. You know, over the 5 years, you pick these things up and put them in the drawer and never seem to use them. Or use them a couple of times and forget about them. And then I thought yesterday, well, you just plug it into the top of the. I'll show you if I can. Can you see? Where are we? So that's the Rode microphone, and that's the mesh on the Rode microphone. And in there, you're supposed to fit a little fluffy thing, but they were in. Can you see it? You're supposed to click a little fluffy thing in there and screw it sideways, but they were notorious for falling off, so they altered them on the next one. But this, you know, in the wind, it's useless, to be honest. When it's quiet, it's fine. I mean, they're an expensive thing, they're over £200. But the Rode Go 2 has the new thing on it. So what I've done, a little plug there, you can plug an external microphone, if I can get it to focus. These iPhones are ace, aren't they? And you just plug that in there and then put that in your pocket. It's about 30 foot long, so it'd be no good if you haven't got a coat. It's like we're in prison, isn't it? Just set it up, that's better. It's just peaceful, isn't it? Come out, get your blood pumping through your veins. Just experience a bit of the outside. Some people are that unlucky they can't go out. But whenever your legs still work, get your sin out there. Have a look round. This could be a thing, Mike, I think, really. Just go and record somewhere, like when you're going for a walk, record one way and then cast it back. Just chatter away, let people have a look around these places while you're talking. They can ask you questions then. A new iPhone 16 been released now, wow. My dad's got the, what is it, it's the SE, isn't it? Just a small one. Just got me one with 15. They're all basically the same, but the 10's getting old now. I don't think you can get updates for it, so the Potency app didn't work very well in it yesterday. It was alright when I was in the house trying it, but as soon as I got out of here, it wasn't working. I thought that was a snake then, it's a stick. Hopefully it's a bloody stick. My brother took his dog for a walk in Lawton, and it went down to pick this stick up, and the stick moved, it wasn't a stick. And he's about like me with snakes, so he did a runner and all. You won't believe it's 6'6". That was just a piece of wood. As you can see, it's a bit blue. I don't think we're going to get a drone flight today. There's no point in trying. It makes it a bit dangerous, to be honest. And they're too expensive to break. But I suppose if you're going to go anywhere with the wind, you're going to find it down the side of a river, aren't you? Where that, can you hear that bulldozer? I don't know if you can hear it. I recognise it because I used to work in construction, and you can hear the rattle of the tracks as they're going back real quick. Yeah, I bet it would, mate, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's loads of people bring them down here. If you go down the other way, it's tarmac, and people walk that because it's easier. But if you go down this way, it's still a good walk, but it's not tarmac, so it's slightly harder. We can go a bit further if you want, Mike. I'm just sat here just having a chill for a minute. There's some ponds up there where you can fish in, if you've got permission, obviously. I think they were to do with the power station. All the power stations have their own fishing club, didn't they? I think we're still zoomed out. That's better. You can have a look at me now with my hat on. You got your ticket then, Mike? They're not the same as it was last time. I've just photographed it and sent you it, so that barcode will get you in, mate. But I think they're doing it on the cheaper this time. Last time there was something to print off, wasn't there? Paper tickets and them. But there's no email come through to confirm them or anything, so they'll work anyway. If you work it out, even a B2B ticket, they're only doing it at £5. Because they're 15 quid for 3 days, that's all they are. Didn't they used to charge you £10 a day or something, or 60 quid for the B2B? I can see that coming to an end, to be really honest. We'll see what happens after this thing with the disposables. We've got a bit of a rattle on here. Ah, that's where it goes into there. Let's put it down a bit, that's better. Yeah, I can see that coming to an end, mate. Anyway, we'll give it one last buzz, eh? Give it a go. Going to enjoy a Diet Coke with the lads. I'll just turn it round. This is nice down here. This is where it seemed a lot further last time I walked down here. That there's a railway line that goes across there. So we've got the sun on the camera. And this bit here is a bit of an hard track now. Had a bit of luck last time. There were 2 freight trains come down here, and I got them both. They're both after each other within 10 minutes, and I got a shot with the freight train with the power station behind it. It was beautiful for such a horrible day, because it was that driving rain and freezing cold. It smells out of the country down here, to be honest. Yeah, probably when you're there, yeah. Yeah, you'll get in. I've screenshotted it. I've screenshotted all the tickets onto the computer. They might send a thing through where you get a confirmation anyway. But I emailed that Grace back. Here we go. Get a train. That's the Gainsborough to Retford. From Gainsborough to Retford, then get on the main line, takes you all the way up to London. There's some vans down there, they must be fishing. I think it's all waterboard down there though. Yeah, scan the barcode, yeah. Yeah, I did that, to be honest, because I took a photograph of them on my phone, you see, and it said about do whatever. But I was talking to Bunny, and obviously they're a business, and she said that they ain't got the confirmation email or anything. The thing is, it's another 6 or 8 weeks, so they'll probably come through at once, won't it, really? You still see that train? Ooh, no, I don't think I've lost it. It is out there somewhere. Hell of a zoom on these, isn't it? Look at that. This is a lot better walking on this. There's that grass, you don't have to screw your feet round when you're not very fit. I'll not walk all the way down there because I need to get back. Things to do. I need to get the car washed. It's black bright. It's covered in salt. Looks like a snowmobile. It's pretty awful. Then I need to get to work, really. I will turn around here because if you watch my video, you'll see that other bit. Let's just come round to there. Surprising how they I just think they're quite cool. Now there was the other week last Sunday, we had a real red sunset, and it also got misty at the same time. And when you shut up. And when you looked, you could see the red sun behind that, and then the mist around it. And I thought, God, I wish I had my drone today. But no, sadly not. Yeah, we've been on 41 minutes. Last time I walked down here, I was the only person. I never saw another person because it was that cold. Let me know how that sounds still, Matt, because I'm walking into the wind now. I've actually got the muffler over the front of it as well, so we should be alright. Be interested to listen back to the audio, because yesterday it was breaking up something awful, wasn't it? I think they're all, because of the price of the Premier Inn, I think they're all going to stay at that other B&B, aren't they? Just off the thing. Luke and I don't know if Benny's going there. We'll see what happens anyway. Just before, I might change it to a cheaper room, to be honest, because I wanted the fridge, because obviously I was drinking when I booked it, so I wanted the fridge for the beers, whereas now I don't care. I'm not bothered about fridges. I want more tea than out. Are you stopping over, Mike? Are you just going straight back? It's one of them things where you sort of give up a weekend and you think, well, I could be earning, but if you don't sort of spend some time doing something you want, it's all work, isn't it, really? So I'll have a walk back. I'll probably just leave it on. I was going to switch it off and walk back, but I might as well just leave it on. People are watching it, might be. It's all good content, isn't it? It's nice to see it's getting warmer and people are coming out more. I can walk back down there, but it's a long way off from where I want to be when I get there. You end up walking down the main road. I think it's playing with his phone. I have to watch out for people, you know, when they go places on their own. You never know if it's the last day, do you? Don't want to be morbid about. But he wants to just go and sit out there and chill. This is beating the dockers. Do you ever do that? Imagine something to going on that obviously completely isn't, but it's just funny when you say it to yourself. A couple of old couples about 80 going for a walk, you think, oh, they'll be up to something. Yeah, they will, having a cup of tea. Ah, stay, mate, good idea. At least you'll get 2 days at it. How much is the train fare from Liverpool to Birmingham then? Do you have to book it well in advance to get a decent price? Or is it a bloody fortune? And we once had some people, and they were at a funeral, and they hadn't booked the tickets back to London. And they said to my mate, how much will you charge to go to London? And he told them the price is it's cheaper than the train for the four of us in, so they just got a taxi back to London and dropped them off outside the house. It's a good few years ago, that, but I know it can be a fortune. Hello everyone, what we got 3 people in, so just say hello in the chat and I'll say hello back to you if you're interested. Or if you're just sat there chilling, no problem. I bet Bill's watching, he's looking for a drone crash into my hand. He's a sick man. Let's have a scroll, let's just stand here and have a scroll around. It's certainly not as good as that DJI camera, is it? That's so bloody clear now. Now I've got the way to test it, to render it. So just have a walk back. I'll go home, have a sandwich. Chuck some stuff in the tip. We'll make some money. Dad's taxi tomorrow, but Dad's got cataracts and got to take him for the consultation at the private place in Doncaster. So I'm going to whip him over there for a couple of hours, see what's going on. He's 88 years old. I found out he's got two cataracts, nearly covering both eyes, and said, you need them doing, otherwise you won't be able to drive. I said, oh, I better get them done then. That's his biggest fear, is losing his driving licence. Which I suppose it would be. He's been a driver all his life. Been driving since he was a kid. That for a few. So look, that's Whitney Mill over there, look. Can't see the bridge from here because it's in the wrong way. That's what we used. It's not bad on live streaming on here, it's not bad. When I started, I think it was about 85. It was 20% battery. Imagine that years ago on an iPhone 10, and we've been on 47 minutes. So you can't complain at that, can you? It just takes hours to upload. 12 hours to upload. I don't think that comes out the phone, I think that comes off the server, so that doesn't use you any battery. Got for a few.